Hey everyone, Chris here. Today we're going to be talking about some headlines that I think are important to discuss relating to the 2024 DCI season, as well as some announcements regarding this channel. Starting off, let's talk about Santa Clara Vanguard. Last time I did a little news video like this, I talked about Vanguard not being in good standing with California's charity and nonprofit regulations. I mentioned how they had actually been delinquent with their paperwork since 2020. However, I am now really happy to announce that Vanguard has seemingly taken care of those issues, with them receiving a letter of good standing from California DOJ on January 12th of this year. What does this mean for the donations that were received, though, throughout Vanguard's period of delinquency? I'm not really sure. Unfortunately, I'm not an expert on tax law, but it seems like they may be in good standing with the California government regarding even the donations received during that time, because they did send in audits from 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Otherwise, though, I'm not wholly aware of the situation and the specifics, so I won't speculate anything beyond that. Either way, I think it's really great to see a core come back from a not-so-great position without folding, and hopefully they do well both financially and maybe even competitively for this season. Now it's time to talk about Cadets. As many of you are already aware, Cadets announced that they would not be competing for the 2024 DCI season. At the time, we didn't really know the specifics of the situation and if maybe they just weren't going to be competitive and put on some type of show, but now we can reasonably say that the Cadets won't be putting anything at all on the field in 2024. Beyond that, I'm going to say what I know regarding the facts to the situation, and then kind of talking about very minor rumors. I'm not going to be talking about the specifics of those rumors, but we'll start with the facts right now. Cadets Arts and Entertainment, which is the current organization running the Cadets Drum and Bugle Corps, was recently involved in a case regarding some sexual abuse that happened between a member and an instructor a really long time ago. It was like 40 years ago. But the lawsuit names multiple entities bearing the name of the Cadets, starting with the Garfield Cadets, going all the way down to Youth Education in the Arts, which is the former organization that ran the Cadets right before CAE. But the suit was later amended to also include CAE as a defendant. Additionally, this lawsuit now goes actually outside of the Cadets, with DCI recently being issued a summons as well, adding them to that lawsuit. That summons was issued on December 13th of last year, so 2023. Hey guys, this is Editor Chris. I just wanted to make a quick update because I've been reading through all of the court filings, because I did get a hold of all of those regarding the civil case, because they're publicly posted on the New Jersey court website. This is a document that was sent out on March 1st, so 8 days ago. That was a dismissal notice with the Garfield Cadets as the party being dismissed. So what I'm reading here and what I'm getting from this document, obviously I'm not a lawyer, so you need to take a huge grain of salt with everything I'm saying. It seems like there's not enough evidence for the court to decide that a prosecution should happen on the Garfield Cadets, because they just haven't received enough evidence and paperwork in discovery. So with that, I assume, maybe not correctly, that if the Garfield Cadets are dismissed, then all of the other third-party defendants, like Cadets Arts and Entertainment, which is the organization currently running the Cadets, may or may not be dismissed. Again, take this with a huge grain of salt, but I did want to give an update because I did find this document like just right now. Lawsuits cost a lot of money, and while I may not know the exact financial position of CAE and how much this lawsuit is costing them, I'm almost positive that it's partially, if not mainly, responsible for Cadets taking the season off. So with Cadets and DCI now being sued, what does this mean? Unfortunately, I can't really say, but there are a few things scheduled on the docket that I can talk about. First off, there is a scheduled settlement conference for April, as well as the trial set for June. I think it's really unfortunate to hear about what's happening for the Corps as well as DCI. However, the thing I think is more unfortunate is the fact that we continue to hear about these types of assaults and the mismanagement that comes with these events in our activity. It's really sad to hear that it's kind of been a consistent and prevalent issue probably since like 2018, I think, when we first heard about some of the stuff that was going on with Cadets back then. Hopefully we stop hearing about these things, and hopefully the Cadets can come back from it. But if they do come back, I really would like to see some heavy changes put in place so that we can prevent things like this happening. That's all the facts that I have relating to that specific situation. But there are some rumors going around involving the Cadets and a certain corps in Tennessee. And while I'm aware of the rumors, I don't know the legitimacy to the situation and the specifics, nor will I be engaging in talking about the specifics right now. However, I will say this. The people involved in the lawsuit seem very litigious, especially given the fact that they've named DCI in every single successor organization that has come since the Garfield Cadets. Taking that into account, I would say that any corps that considers taking the name of the cadets, even in a spiritual fashion, should be very careful with getting themselves involved in that situation in any capacity whatsoever. Now it's time to talk about this channel. For those of you who don't know, I am a visual staff member at a corps in my area, and I will be going on tour with them for this upcoming season. So what does that mean for the channel while I'm gone on tour? Well, I'm still planning on uploading weekly videos while I'm on tour. Those videos will either be a video that I've pre-recorded to be scheduled and uploaded while I'm on tour, or a video that I've recorded, edited, and put together while I am on tour. And so the videos that will happen while I'm on tour, if I have enough time, will be like hornline videos. We're going to be talking about reviews of shows and as well as reactions to shows. Although the reaction, it's going to be more of a review and less of a reaction because I'm not a really big fan of those show reactions. As well as a little bit of competitive breakdowns and some vlogging if I feel like doing that. If that's something you'd like to see, or if you have something else that you think you would like to see me kind of record and talk about while I am on tour over the 2024 season, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so now for the biggest news regarding the future of this channel. For the past few months, I've been going through the audition process for the Army Band. I completed that process and my audition was accepted, and I've gone through all of the paperwork and anything that I've needed to do to enlist in the Army. So now that that's all been completed, my boot camp will be around a couple months after the DCI tour season ends. So what does that mean for the future of this channel? Well, I have a few options that I'm considering taking while I'm at boot camp and my training to kind of keep the channel active. That first option is going to be me recording as many videos as I can, obviously given that they're at the level of quality that I think this channel needs, and uploading them while I'm at boot camp. So scheduling them beforehand, and then they'll be uploaded while I'm at boot camp. And so obviously I won't be reading the comments, I won't be seeing any of that kind of stuff, but I would probably need to record around 20 to 30 videos, and those will all be uploaded at least once a week. And if I have less, then maybe every couple weeks. Option 2, I pre-record nothing, and I don't do a single thing on this channel for the 6 months that I am away. And then when I return from my basic training, I will return to making more videos when I have the capacity to do so. Option 3, I find somebody that I wholeheartedly trust to partner with and kind of take over the content creation side of this channel while I'm gone. They'll be uploading videos, they'll be obviously editing, they'll be looking at the comments and going through and typing with those. And then when I return, they'll either hand the channel back to me or continue working with me as a partner on the channel. I'm really skeptical of going with this option because as of right now, I don't really have anybody that I wholeheartedly trust, like completely trust, to take over this channel, and that's for a few reasons. I have very high and clear standards, at least in my head, for what I want this channel to be. First off, I'm very passionate about our activity, as you probably have already seen, especially with the history videos that I've done. I really don't like to do reaction content, and we have done a little bit of that, very minor reaction content, but I really don't like doing that because in the end, what does reaction content actually do for our community? Any video that I post about drum corps, for me, has to do something for the community. If it's not doing something for the community, then the video shouldn't be produced, at least on this channel. And so if I were to pick somebody to kind of take over for that, they would have to have that same mentality. Not only that, they would have to meet my standards for the level of topics discussed on the channel, the level of research done on any type of video regarding history or any type of news content. They would have to meet the standards for the quality of production. Obviously, I'm not that good at content production. I am very much learning how to do this, how to edit my videos. I feel like I've been getting better at it, but I'm not perfect. But I would need the person that would maybe take over to also meet those standards or be even better. I would only go with this option if I find somebody who I completely trust to place this channel into the hands of, because they, obviously they need my passion for the community and the need to do right by you all, especially when I record these videos. I need to have somebody that's going to do it right. That won't be for a while though, so obviously I'm going to have a lot more time to think about that and go through my options. So now that we've gotten that over with, I think it's time that I announce some of the next few videos that I'm going to be doing, because I'm really excited about these videos. I have most of them almost completely prepared. They just need to be recorded and edited. But let's talk about the next 3 videos that I'll be doing in no particular order. First off is going to be how to start a drum corps. In this video, I'll be talking about an article posted in 1933 that had a section of the article called How to Form a Drum Corps in 6 Weeks. I think it'll be a really interesting history topic to talk about, especially considering how that's changed in the modern day. And with the how that's changed in the modern day, I'll also be doing an interview with the director and founder of the GEMS Drum and Bugle Corps from Boise, Idaho. In that interview, I'll be asking questions about the process that they went through when forming the drum corps, as well as some of the specifics regarding running that drum corps while they're on tour. Next, obviously this is not going to be in any particular order, I'll be doing a Squincher flavor ranking video with a couple friends. In this video, it'll be me and a few other people, maybe 2, 3, 4. I don't know the amount of people that'll be doing this yet. But we'll be ranking the 10 Squincher flavors, and then also talking about some random drum corps topics as well, whatever the conversation kind of moves with. I just wanted to do a fun video, especially considering, the seriousness of this video, and then starting a drum corps is a somewhat serious video. And then the last video that I'll be talking about will also be serious as well. So I did want to do kind of a fun break and just have some fun talking about drum corps and hanging out with some other alumni. Lastly, and probably the video that I'm most excited to announce, is going to be a video about G-Bugles. For those of you who haven't seen my community post, I recently purchased a G-Bugle. In honor of this, I'll be doing a video on the detailed history of the G-Bugle throughout the 20th century relating to drum corps, as well as a playing test on a few bugles. I'll be doing a playing test on this one, hopefully a 3-valve bugle if I can get my hands on one, which I probably will be able to, and then also talking about how the bugles kind of relate and compare to the modern day horns that we play on now. I think this will probably be the most controversial video that I'll ever do on this channel, and that's mainly due to the heated debate that surrounds the G-Bugles. I'll be trying to stay as unbiased as I possibly can, but overall, I just really cannot wait to do that video. That's all I have for recent news regarding drum corps as well as this channel. I'll have all my sources used for any of the headlines that I talked about in the description below. If you enjoyed and you'd like to see more, be sure to give a comment, leave me a like, and subscribe if you haven't already to be notified when I post my next videos. See y'all.